doing a creepy episode today. We're gonna be hanging out at an old abandoned penitentiary.
Today's gonna be so awesome. Jan's back. We have a fantastic location, the old pen. We're gonna base our shoot today off the story of Idaho's most prolific serial killer, a woman who killed her husbands and her kids, other members of her family.
I've been in an old prison before that was abandoned. I've been to Alcatraz and I've been to another one, and you know what? They make for really beautiful photographs, to be honest. All this concrete and dim light that comes through, and so as creepy as it is, there's going to be, I think, a really beautiful element to it.
And it looks great. It's old, has amazing light, I hope, at least from the pictures. And it will be really something special, something you don't shoot in every day. We have two amazing models. I'm so amazed that we will be able to shoot.
And also, I get to shoot a model that I've wanted to shoot for a couple of years now.
Ryan's excited today. I'm excited for him.
So we have two models today, and they're actually quite lovely and beautiful. I'm gonna probably tone that down a little bit and make them a little more eerie and dusty and creepy. So I think the styling's pretty important today to pull this off. It can't be too pretty, but you know, you still want your breath taken away. They're so beautiful that no matter what I do to them, I'm sure that their beauty's gonna come through, and they're just gonna be perfect for this.
So maybe while Ryan's shooting one, I'll get to shoot the other one, hopefully. I'm gonna cross my fingers, because then we have Jan in the mix today, which, you know, that's like 3 people who all want to shoot really, really bad.
We had sessions where I was teaching Ryan. He doesn't need any teaching, but we had a session on that, and we were doing some other things together. But now today we actually have the chance to go out and shoot, like freewheeling, and we have a great location. It's a penitentiary facility here in Boise, Idaho.
Everything really came together today. Beautiful location, amazing model. I'm sure the styling's gonna be fantastic. Cool story, good friends. One of my favorite photographers. Everything's perfect for today, and I can't wait to get out and make some amazing images.
Tia's chosen some pieces that are, you know, sort of maybe like bridal-esque, because they call her like the Black Widow something or another.
I'm excited for you. This is your big shoot, which is awesome. And we have Jan back in the house. No pun intended.
Back in the big house?
Yes, back in the... We have our beautiful models, Jennifer, who is also a film photographer. Woo woo! Jen. And then we have the beautiful Rachel here today, who's gorgeous, and she's all the way from New York to be with us today. Woo woo! Mm-hmm. And Tia is going to tell us a little bit about the styling.
So, you know, I guess the story goes that this prison here used to be a maximum security prison for men and women.
I personally love like ghosty, scary, you know, old, decrepit, and from the stories that we've been hearing about this prison, I cannot wait to get to like see it and maybe experience some of the creepiness.
There's the story of a woman that was in lockdown there years and years and years and years ago, and she was a creepy gal. And so we're sort of inspired by this, and we're going to play off of that today.
She's like a woman serial killer. It's creepy.
I think I'm gonna style the girls kind of ghostly.
So it can stay
You know,
so
kind of like
her.
when we get there,
So-
the ghost of this woman is there waiting for us, waiting for her close-up.
It's kind of like a little bit of a bridal thing like going on in there, because she kept marrying him and killing him, take the money, that kind of thing.
I can't wait. And then we have Tia for styling and makeup. This will be like the perfect day. The sun is out, so we'll have probably nice light falling through the windows. Yeah, not much can go wrong, I would say.
These girls are beautiful, and I'm gonna play that down today. We're not. This is not a beauty shoot. It's just more ghostly and telling a story. So the styling, I'm gonna go a little bit with the era of the dresses, but as far as their makeup goes, it's probably gonna be very minimal, if any at all. So, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna say next, but.
All right. Well, we've got a limited time. We got 2 hours to shoot inside, and we're gonna make the absolute most of it. So let's go do this.
Let's go! Woo! Hut, 2, 3, 4, hut.
Exactly. And no hands. And really just drop your head and then eyes up. Yep. Right. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. You can step out. We can do another exposure of just the wall. Since we're in the prison and we're going for kind of a ghostly vibe, I thought it might be fun to do some double exposure Polaroids. The Polaroids are already inherently kind of dreamy, and when you double expose them, they just get this like translucent, glowy feel. So we're going to do one right now, and then we'll pull it and show you what it looks like. Perfect, thanks. Okay, so if you'll just turn your shoulders just a tiny bit like we did, and you'll just look right back. Yep, just right into the camera right there. Also, I did a pack of Polaroids today that is just some of the best I've ever done. So I played around with some double and triple exposures, and just, I don't know, everything worked today. Perfect. Awesome, and now if you'll just step out, we'll do that exact same shot I just did, just focusing on the background. All right, and it'll take like 3 minutes, so if you just want to cut back in, we'll see it when it's done. We keep that warm. It's been about 3 minutes since we shot our Polaroid, so we're about to pull it. You want to do the honors?
Okay.
There we go. If you want to just hold it up, they can see it. So the way I did this shot was I metered her face at the correct ISO. I overexposed it by a half stop, took the picture, had her step out, shot it at the exact same exposure again. So like half of the image is her face and half of the image is the wall. So it makes her skin about 50% see-through. And that's how you do that. That's beautiful, by the way. Have to go look at that. So this morning I couldn't find my light meter, which stresses me out. But the Contax has a spot meter in it, and that's how Tanja meters, and her work's always properly exposed. So I had her show me how she did that. I just switched my Contax to spot metering, got in close, metered the skin, adjusted the exposure from there. And once you've shot enough and in enough situations of light, you know about what the exposure is, so when you can use something to verify that and just double check it, I still felt totally confident. Can you just take one more step away? I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do your shot. Yep, you just chin it, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna do a 1, 2, 3 open for eyes. You can keep them closed though, just so. Okay. 3, 1. Perfect. Jennifer and I have picked our first location. We're here at one of the cell blocks. There's some amazing light, some amazing colors inside. So we're gonna go in and start shooting. Here we go. Okay, awesome. So right there. Oh, wow, that's just incredible. Wow, that is pretty amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna meter you right here. Perfect. That's exactly it. You can just stand kind of static right there. We'll get a beautiful profile of that. Awesome. Same thing, just kind of looking down, maybe like this much, just so I can see your eyes. Oh wow, that is just perfect. Let's put this fairly dramatic. The prison wall back there. Wow, perfect. Ooh, I love that fabric moving. Awesome. Ooh, wow. Look at this color. It is so pretty. I'm gonna open this corner somewhere and we'll yep, that's awesome. Okay, can you just turn your light right back to me for one? And yeah, just perfect. Yep, just the shape of that hand is much better. This light is insanely pretty. Slow. Oh, yep. Perfect. Awesome. let's go to, oh, awesome. So the shutout, how dirty is the floor? Are we gonna be okay? I'm just explaining one of the shots we set up. This prison has such amazing reflected light, and the blues and greens of the paint colors are just gonna work phenomenal with Fuji 400H because that's its strong suit, is its blues and greens. Jennifer is patiently freezing for me, but we're getting some beautiful images. We just have this beautiful, beautiful open light coming from the door. It's a strong source, so you can see that it's quite illuminated, but it also has some pretty quick fall off. So if you can turn your headlight back this way, you can get some really nice harsh shadows on the other side. When I'm shooting portraits, I like to look for compositional elements to make them a little bit more interesting. So we have this kind of white square on the wall. So I'm just positioning her to use the square in the composition in a couple different ways. So we're gonna grab a couple of shots like that, and then we'll move on to something else. Cool. So if I can meet you, that's actually really pretty how you were standing with your shoulder turned, just right there. That's actually perfect. Perfect. Awesome. One more, can you just kind of look down over your shoulder? Yeah.
The only thing I regretted about inside the penitentiary was because we were on such a tight time restraint, I only got maybe 1/10 of the pictures that I saw in my head. Okay, so exactly the same thing for a second, okay? So go out, slide over, right there. Okay, so remember everything's against the wall, and there's a lot of everything in your elbows. There's that tension in your hands. This time do it like this. Like, hold on, like that. So you're pulling, like yes, feel that? There's a little difference there, like that. He gave me my time and it was so awesome. Thank you, Ryan. Look that direction, just your face. Ooh, keep going. Ooh, don't move. Now, it's not dreamy or sweet, it's hard. Put your feet right side by side, right next to each other. 1, 2, 3. Look down at your hands again, that chin. Keep the back, keep everything else super straight, keep the hips going forward. Rachel, just look at me. Creep me out with your eyes. Bring your chin up to the light. I want to see your eyes. Yes, that was pretty. Do that again. 1, 2. Ooh. Beautiful. Rachel, tighten it up. Right now. Tighten it. Chin out, 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 out. Down, 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 down. Fire to me. 1. Yes. Beautiful. Love it. Don't be afraid of light. Don't be afraid of direct light. It's beautiful. Just, expose correctly for it. Like I think my exposure had switched without me realizing it, so that's why I just shot a couple more, just to make sure. But yeah, don't be afraid of the light. Rachel, right there. Yes. Face up to me. Creep me out with your eyes in the sun. Yep. Hold that. Chin goes out, 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 out. Ooh, that was pretty one. Hold that, Rachel, one more. I gotta go back a second.
Turn your face a bit more to the window. Gorgeous. Just like somewhere else. Maybe turn your face more. Even more? Even more? And a bit lower? Beautiful. Do that again. That's good. That's great. Yeah, and now you just look somewhere beautiful. Don't move. Yeah, look directly to the camera. From low. So what we're doing right here is, it's pretty dark in here. We have dark walls, so the dark green that we'll put on the film will be really a nice background because she will really pop out with her white clothes and the fair complexion. And I put her in front of this window because then even this effect is further emphasized. So she's really standing in the light, really shining. And another nice thing we're having here, we're having some backlighting from back there. So you have like some really three-dimensional look to the mall because you have light from different directions. It's not flat, but the light gives the impression that it looks really nice and three-dimensional. And for the posing and everything, we try to keep it a bit within this setting, so this prison setting, bit sober, no, it's not sober, it's not the word, bit dark and moody and so forth. The other thing which was nice, we were really eager to get shooting, and today was really the day where we could do it. And what was interesting to see as well that I think all of us, we are so eager to shoot that we cannot let go. So once we're in this sort of state of mind of shooting, you really have to take the camera away from us, otherwise we will not stop.
But also, if tourists come in, don't yell at them.
So I'm yelling at you, not because I'm mad at you, I'm yelling at you because it's a trick that'll get your butt.
And we did some outdoor shots as well outside of the prison with some, I think, quite funky colors, which everything, very faint colors, but they all blended beautifully into each other.
Today was fantastic, probably my favorite day yet. The location was spectacular. Sometimes you see the photos and you think it's going to be good, but you don't really know. We got there and the light was just gorgeous. It had these blues and green tones, which the Fuji 400H just excels at capturing.
Oh, that was beautifully eerie, right?
The location was really fantastic. Two great models. Styling was again marvelous. I wish I would have this kind of styling that Tia does back in Brussels. That would be just amazing.
Well, Ryan, how'd it go?
Today was awesome. We had such an incredible location, amazing models. The styling fit the mood of the story we were trying to capture perfectly.
Awesome.
Boom.
Yep.
How'd it go for you guys?
It was great. Like I said, everything was perfect. Just like 4 hours more time, and it will be great.
Yeah. For me, it hurt. It was like going into one of those stores where you can't afford anything. And it just hurts right here. That's how it felt for me.
We had a lot of different kinds of light. We had soft, beautiful light. We had some really directional light. And as soon as Jan and Tanja and I walked in there, it was just like, whoa, the pictures are just everywhere. I mean, we just wanted to shoot all over.
So how perfectly did that all come together? That prison and those girls, those dresses, and I have to say I'm very proud of those hairdos.
Like the penitentiary, it was so creepy and awesome.
So I want to keep shooting, actually.
I think
You
all,
just haven't got it. You want to do more and more and more.
I think all that would have made it better was having 2 of Jen and 2 of Rachel.
That would have been awesome.
Four.
Speaking of
4
Jen
of each.
and Rachel, girls, get over here.
The models were fantastic. Rachel came in from Arizona, Jennifer came in from Portland, and they both just did phenomenal. I seriously really hope I get to work with both of them again.
She has like this interesting mixture of innocence, but like with sparks of I don't know, being sexy. So it's like a really interesting mix that comes together.
They both had unique eyes, unique face shapes, fantastic expressions, really natural posing.
Jennifer was amazing. Jennifer was on my to-do list, or my most wanted list since some time already. But of course, if she's from Portland and I'm from Europe, it would never happen. So that's great that we got to shoot together. But also Rachel was amazing. Both of them were so easy. They fell into their poses so naturally and the expressions so naturally. And yeah, for Rachel, I love red hair and freckles, and all that came together.
You guys worked in quick succession with 3 different people. Was that confusing or fun?
No, I thought it was really fun. Like, it wasn't really offsetting or anything. Like, having all the different styles was kind of an exercise, but really, really enjoyable.
What do you think?
I thought the same thing. Each photographer had their own way of directing us, and by that I think everyone got different shots, and I think that's what makes it unique.
Awesome.
Very nice.
The way that Tia just styled the models was just like perfect for that environment, and the way the light was coming through, it was killing me.
And just in love with the idea of no makeup. I mean, I basically put a teeny tiny little bit of like that. That was it.
What about you, T?
I was just absolutely pleased with the choices of girls and the location and how they fit the vibe and the dresses and the fact that you guys are getting more time to shoot today. That makes me happy because you guys are happy.
You know, I didn't actually want to watch either Jan or Ryan shoot because I had so many pictures in my head and I didn't want to corrupt them. So I just like sat outside and waited and was crossing my fingers and hoping that Ryan would actually give me some time to shoot the models because we only had 2 hours in there.
It was just so easy. It was just one of those days where every piece is functioning and the shoot is just almost effortless.
As a photographer, I think it's all for all of us, once you get into your shooting routine, you forget what's left and right. And there could be people or not, it doesn't really matter.
You're always doing the best you can to, make the best of any given circumstances, but the special days where everything is just perfect are so amazing.
Yeah. I think the key to some good makeup artistry sometimes is knowing when not to put the makeup on. This is my favorite kind of styling too. Like, I love minimalistic, slightly time period. It's just, perfect.
So good.
Yeah, blessed.
Go team. A really spectacular day. I loved the styling, just that when you have people that are that unique looking and dramatic and talented, keeping it simple is so often just the best approach because you're not trying to take away from what they're bringing.
If you have an inexperienced model, that could have an effect on her. She might get nervous, she might not be so flexible and easygoing. But none of them were. And so, there could have been 50 people in the background. I think that wouldn't have had any difference. I'm absolutely not the studio guy. And why I love locations, and especially locations like that, because it helps you get in the mood. Even if sometimes you take a portrait and you're really close in and it could have been taken anywhere, it still helps to convey the mood of this location, and it helps your pictures. If you would have taken that somewhere, I don't know, in a studio, I don't think you will get the same kind of atmosphere, just like in the model's expression.
I feel so blessed that it all worked out for Ryan, that we got to get her out here, and it was just amazing.
So all in all, great day. Yes, and I will remember the shoot for sure, and I'm hoping we will have some really great images.
All in all, today was about as good as it can get.
Yeah, this was just a different kind of shoot, and I think we told our story. I do. So, yeah, go out and tell your story.
All film was provided by Fujifilm, and a special thanks to Richard Photolab for processing all images in this episode. Like the music? Special thanks to Triple Scoop Music. Frame Network giveaways are brought to you by B&H. Head to giveaways.framenetwork.com for your chance to win. Find out more about the equipment used in this episode on framenetwork.com.